We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Hey, 47.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott from the gun. Funches with a catch over the middle. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, and then taken down right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on third down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go. 480. It's coming now. Here we go. Check 99. We're going to 54. Why? Check.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Get out. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get out. Here we go. 47, 47. Single. 47. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Lying. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And James has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A give to Elliott. Fights loose. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get out.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Here you go.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
No.
Chargers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is Coleman, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Working from the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's James. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Here you go. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Prescott now on second down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Prescott now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
46.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, slow down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Over here.
back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, come on.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Coleman now. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Now Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To do kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rodgers now to throw. And that's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Elliott. 62 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
He's going to get it running right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Mostert now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go. 47, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jumbo!
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
That one goes for 36 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.